नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज हमारे न्यूज़ चैनल अनूप न्यूज़ पर सियाराम मिश्रा हल्दर जी हैं, जो बुद्धिज्म इन म्यांमार एंड थाईलैंड बुक है। इनकी अपनी लिखी हुई किताब है और ये भारत से म्यांमार और थाईलैंड में बुद्धिज्म का विकास कैसे हुआ, उन विषय वस्तुओं को इस किताब में इन्होंने दिखाया है। इसी के बारे में ये डिटेल रूप में अपनी इस किताब का परिचय दे रहे हैं। बोलिए सियाराम हल्दर मिश्रा जी।
This book runs into 89 pages.
ओके।
First, list of stations, preface, chapter 1, Buddhism, the middle way, chapter 2, Myanmar, chapter 3rd, Myanmar, chapter 4th, Myanmar, chapter 5th, Thailand, and then index.
ओके।
I am reading here the preface. The present work is in fulfillment of a task given to me by the head Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi, who assigned me to teach aspect of Buddhism outside India. I have been teaching since 2000 AD, and after interaction with MA students and discussions with teachers, I completed this work. The subject was one capable in its scope and treatment of being indefinitely extended, but the condition laid on me by seniors was that the book should be such as to hold the general reader without too much critical apparatus or scholarly dissertations, and the subject should be presented in broad outline. I have tried to conform to this line. I have tried in this book to be true to a text and to context. Sin Arhan had told us unworth that the scriptures, its study and one's own intuitive understanding were the three essentials of Buddhism. On being asked by the king where the scriptures were available, he had pointed to Tibetan. When Anwar brought the scriptural text from Tibetan to Pagan on the back of 31 elephants, they were preserved with great care and veneration at the capital. The question of some importance is where did this text come into Tibetan from and when? This question has been placed in the chapter 4th. The context is somewhat harder to describe. It involves first of all the Buddhist milieu of India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand. Secondly, it reflects the religious and literary traditions embodied in a number of other popularly oriented Buddhist works. Thirdly, and further afield, it includes certain traditions about King Ashoka that took root in other countries, especially on the island of Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, where Ashoka was long seen a paradigm of Buddhist kingship. Finally, and most generally, it involves a number of questions that have been of central importance to Buddhists throughout Asia. What is the nature of Buddhist kingship? What is the relationship between the state and the Buddhist monastic community? What role does the king play in this? What is the religious nature of practices such as merit making? What role does devotion play in Buddhism? These and other questions of context has been dealt in the chapters of this book. This book is intended for the interested generalists rather than the specialists, for the students rather than the scholars. But that doesn't mean that the she or he should be sheltered from exposure to some of the complexities of the matter. Finally, I would like to thank students of MA Buddhist History, Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi, who were subjected to an earlier version of this work, as well as member of individuals who read it in manuscript form and made encouraging comments and insightful suggestions. S.M. Haldhar, DC 22, Gower Hall, University of Delhi. Date is 8 July 2004.
अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन का आप जवाब दे दें। अभी जो म्यांमार में जो उथल पुथल की बात चल रही है, जो सैन्य तख्ता पलट हो रहा है और चीन भी म्यांमार को तोड़ करके चीनलैंड नया देश बनाने के पक्ष में है, तो ये आपकी जो किताब है वो किस तरह से म्यांमार में शांति व्यवस्था डेमोक्रेसी को लाने में सहयोग देगी?
Very good questions. I thank you for putting these questions.
Okay.
But let me tell you the one thing.
जी.
The junta, the military rule, whom who had made in prison the elected Aung San Suu Kyi, and she is a Buddhist, and Myanmar is a Buddhist country. It is the military junta who had been putting her into jail for a long time, and also manipulated the elections. Thus, she had won the elections. She is still in the prison, but still the root and heart of the Myanmar is Buddhism. And this one day, this Buddhism and the cultural victory of Myanmar will take place.
तो एक चीज़ और बताइए, जो अभी रोहिंग्या का इशू चल रहा है कि जो सब म्यांमार से उसको भगाया गया, बांग्लादेश होते हुए भारत में आ रहे हैं, तो क्या ये किताब जो आपकी जो बुद्धिज्म इन म्यांमार एंड थाईलैंड है, किस तरह से रोहिंग्या को फिर वापस वहाँ उस देश में ले जाने में सहायता कर सकती है? क्या इसमें कंटेंट?
This book is telling the historicity of the Myanmar, where Buddhism had grown, and how Ashoka mission.
Okay.
I'm telling you one thing here very importantly.
जी.
Today is the Ashoka mission that is called Ashoka mission sent in Swan Bhumi. That is golden land.
Okay.
This is called golden land. Even the today's Thailand International Airport is named after, it's called Swan Bhumi International Airport.
Okay.
So this is the Swan Bhumi, the golden land of Ashoka's mission, the historic one. So this whole Asia, that one in South Asia, the expansion of Buddhism and the Buddhist Asia.
ओके, थैंक यू सियाराम हल्दर मिश्रा जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अनूप न्यूज़ चैनल में।